Welcome to the first episode where we discuss everything Sonic from movie, TV show, games, everything. Today we have me and myself, Maz No Cuts, the best Sonic tuber ever made. Got Speed Supersonic, second best Sonic tuber ever made. And then we got X-Bull. He's not a Sonic tuber.
The worst Sonic tuber ever made, obviously.
Alright.
Trying to get these headphones charged for an emergency if my AirPods die.
Yeah. So today we want to discuss the Sonic movie because there's been some recent Sonic movie news as of recent with the second movie with Knuckles' design and everything. And before we get into that, I just kind of want to ask you guys, what's your opinion about the first Sonic movie? Was it good? Was it bad?
I'd say it was pretty fine. I saw it the day before, technically the day before it came out. I saw the moment I possibly could in theaters. It was a pretty okay movie, but as a movie that I've been waiting for 6 years for, no, no. I'd give it a 6, maybe a 7.
I actually haven't been waiting that long. The first time I heard about the Sonic movie was when we got that picture of the live-action Sonic movie announcement.
That's whenever you
showed
first
the terrible
learned about
design.
The movie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's when you first learned? Oh, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, I thought the movie was good, and it looked like Jim Carrey pretty much carried the movie mostly.
Aha, you're so funny with your puns about last names.
Yeah, Jim carried the movie.
Matt, the moment's done.
Okay, alright.
I love the first movie. I thought it was. It's not high art. It's not one of my favorite movies ever. But in terms of Sonic media and the stuff that we've been receiving as of late, it is the best thing, and that might be clouding my judgment just because it's probably the best thing we've received in a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree.
But in terms of a movie, it has a lot of good elements, but it also has some weaker elements too. I praised the screenplay initially, but there's definitely some things that needed to be tweaked in there. I thought the color grading was really dull. And the performances were great. I loved Sonic's character. The characters in the movie really carried.
Oh yeah, his character's that's
yeah.
the best it's been since I don't know.
It's not a plot-driven movie. It's a character-driven movie, which those are my favorite kinds of movies. So that's what makes me happy. And I know a lot of Sonic fans don't like it because it isn't Sonic enough, but that's probably one of the reasons I like it so much. Is because it's not like anything we've had before, and we need more of that.
Big agree. So, with the character design, at first it was kinda interesting. What was your guys' opinion about the old design and how they fixed it?
Okay. So, whenever I first saw it, I was when I got the silhouette, Smash Brothers was about to come out. And then I see that on not my Twitter timeline. I didn't have Twitter at the time. I see it and Sam Procrastinator or whatever he was at the time just uploaded that. I'm like, that is disgusting. Get it out of my face. That was terrifying. It didn't even look like the design that we got in the trailer. It he had a bulging eye, if he had actual hedgehog eyes. And he had the exaggerated thighs. And he looked incredibly tall, good grief. And, well, I'm gonna take a word from IGN here. What was Sega thinking? Yeah, and then the design in the trailer. I didn't like it at all, but I wouldn't say it was the worst thing possible. It was better than I expected. But the one thing that really bothered me in that trailer is the scene where Tom and Maddie are falling into the ring. The green screen effect on that looks like in a Nickelodeon live action movie.
Yeah,
it looked awful in the first trailer. They fixed it in the movie. It still doesn't look the best in the movie, but it's better at least. That was the one thing that just made me go, okay, this movie's gonna be awful.
So, what about the new design when they redesigned it?
Oh, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
You guys say you think it was a good design?
Yes. Yes. And I am tired of saying that it isn't.
Do you think it's better than the modern Sonic we have right now?
Yes, 100%. Because the thing with
no, he's more
Sonic right
expressive.
now is that he's more emotive. It looks better. All
then
around.
again,
The
like that's what people
shoes
say about the.
are more
Oh yeah, I
fluid.
like the shoes better than the modern design. I'll say that.
But the thing, like what you were saying when you asked about the original design, like if you go back and like listen to what I said, is it the greatest thing ever? No, but like I really didn't care because it's a movie and like yeah, he might look ugly, but if it's a well-told story and I can empathize with the character and I can like get invested, I don't care. I really don't. And like that's the thing that a lot of people turn to when it comes to media is like, is it faithful to the original? What is the design? People go to design a lot, which is so strange. But yeah, I wouldn't have cared if they kept it, but I am glad they changed it because it is a better design, and it being in February was a better move than having it in November. So
Yeah, because like there was no
Yeah.
competition in February.
Yeah.
yeah,
I thought.
Oh yeah, like
the
my
original
brother
design
was
pretty
talking
bad,
to me
but
about this. Like
the
he
new one was
asked me when Sonic Movie 2 was coming out, and I told him in April, and he reminded me that Doctor Strange comes out like 2 weeks after that. So like, yeah. So if Sonic Movie 2 came out like 2 weeks after, like what it is right now, it would have died.
I wonder.
I think it'll do fine.
Oh, dude,
I think it'll
Twitter,
do fine.
when people find out which movie did better.
Oh, yeah, Doctor
Yeah.
Strange is going to do way better than Sonic, but I think depending on how people are with like going public places by the time that 2022 hits, I think it'll all be fine at that point. But depending on how things go, I think the movie will do fine. Well, I don't think it'll do better than the first, so I'm going to be honest. I think it'll do worse.
I actually think it's gonna do better in the second movie. But
the only thing, like, if COVID never happened, I wouldn't be as hesitant to be like, oh yeah, I'd make way more money. But
Yeah.
COVID is still a factor, and also there's more competition around it because even in March there was little to no competition either. You know, he had all President's Day to himself, and Sonic will have some competition depending on what happens. The studio might like move a movie either up or down, but we'll see. But there's also potential it can do good because despite before COVID happened, Sonic did make a lot of money, but COVID did affect the Sonic movie because it wasn't able to open in China and Japan like how it was supposed to. And I feel like that could have tacked on another $100 million maybe even more. So like I'm not sure, honestly, because COVID did play a factor, and when COVID's not a factor in the second movie, it also goes to, like, is Paramount gonna pull some dumb shit, like putting it, like, in a half release on, like, Paramount Plus?
No,
Or,
they said that it's going to go into Paramount Plus after the theatrical run.
Right, but you never know, like, what studios might do, so...
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If it's on Paramount Plus only and like not available to like buy on Apple TV or something, I'm gonna be upset. I do not want to buy Paramount Plus just for one movie. I'm not doing that.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cheap, honestly.
It is pretty cheap, but like I already have Disney Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. I don't think I need anything else right now.
You have Disney Plus, Hulu Plus, and Disney Plus?
No, oh, did I? Did I not say net? I meant to say Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus.
There you go.
I don't think I
only
need
have
anything more
Netflix,
than
dude.
that. I think
I'm
I'm
cheap.
fine.
Wow.
I think I'm fine.
Well, a little bit, I wanted to touch a little bit more on the character design. Something that I noticed, and this is gonna trigger a lot of people, but Sonic has blue arms, and I'm not gonna lie, it
Fine with that.
doesn't look half bad. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like
I'm
the
fine
blue
with that.
arms kind
It
of
looks good. I've never understood the complaint with Blue Arms. It's fine. It's more consistent with all the other characters. Sonic
Like-
and Amy are like the only characters who don't
I
match
find
their
it
arms.
funny that
Yeah.
Chris Chan went out on Twitter and said that the Sonic movie design is a 9. He would have given it a 10 if like the arms weren't blue. and I thought that was
I
kind
think
of
it would look worse if it
Yeah,
wasn't blue.
yeah. I was
Like,
looking
what?
at like art of people photoshopping the arms to be tan, and I'm like, this looks awful. I do not like this.
Yeah, I mean,
It
the
looks really
tan
good, yeah.
arms look look good on modern Sonic, but Boom Sonic and Movie Sonic look good with the blue arms.
I think it looks fine on it looks fine on Boom. It's just the movie design that just.
I feel like the
rubs me
only
the wrong
reason
way.
Sonic had like peach arms is because back in the 90s, like for sprite art and shit, like you needed to be able to like see it, like see him run. But now
Yeah,
that's not like
that's
really an
what
issue. And like it looks better. I'm sorry, it does. It looks like way better. And honestly, we incorporate like they should just transition to blue arms permanently. Like you know how they're green
No.
eyes? Just blue
No,
arms.
no. On the modern design, they need
Oh.
to keep the peach arms. It's too iconic.
Yeah, I'll stick. Yeah,
Yeah.
for the modern design, I'll stick with the
Yeah.
peach arms. But like,
Yeah, but like with movie design with blue arms, I'm all in. I'm all for
yeah.
it.
I'm fine with them changing it if they need to. Because
If they need to, I won't mind. But I just think that the peach arms are better on the modern design.
Yeah, same. All right.
It would just be odd to just like change it in the middle of in like the 30 years after. It would just
Yeah.
be like
I wonder what
I know like I'm
canonical,
sure
reason they'd give.
other like franchises have done it before. They're like way older than Sonic, but it just like be a bit like I'd just be a bit taken back.
Could you imagine that
Mhm.
the reason why he has peach arms is because he shaves his arms?
that'd be funny.
Stop!
What if that's the reason?
What if he
that's the
needs
reason?
to shave his legs? You know?
Stop! I will leave this call.
Oh, okay.
In Sonic Prime, I want to see his morning routine, like what Sonic does every morning.
Oh, what does Sonic do in the morning? What does he do? Does he
Wakes
like
up, eat chili dog cereal.
I want to see Sonic's daily life. I want to see.
Like,
I want
think
that
of-
to be an episode of Sonic Prime, like a day in the life of Sonic.
Day in the life of Sonic.
Sega would never allow that because they probably want to go through that in a game someday.
Actually, you know what? This isn't a topic that we're supposed to discuss, but what do you guys think about Sonic Prime? Is it gonna be good?
Sonic Prime. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck.
Wait, why? What?
No, listen, Matt. Like, Man of Action has made really good cartoons,
Yeah.
but Sega's working on this. It's going to suck.
Okay, alright, but like, I think it can still be entertaining. I think it's a little too early to
Nah,
tell.
I'm very hesitant. I'm sure it can be good. I'm sure it can still be good, but
I'm
like
pretty sure
for me right now,
one of the people who
until
made
I see a trailer,
Yeah.
I'm going to say it is most likely going to suck.
Alright, well, I think one of the people who are making it made like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and
Okay, and
alright, this may be nostalgia because I watched it as a kid, but it was a pretty good movie.
I didn't watch it. I've always known what it is for the longest time. I just wasn't interested in watching it.
Dang. Well, I'm gonna stay
I
optimistic.
did like watch a little bit of it on Netflix. I think it's a fine
Yeah.
movie.
I feel like it's not gonna be our canonical like
I'll be
modern
taken.
Sonic. It's gonna be some random Sonic, and that we
No.
don't know.
No. Prime Sonic is. Hold on, Matt. What were you saying?
Prime
about,
Sonic. Is
is
he? I don't think he's modern Sonic, is he?
No. He's Game Sonic. It was confirmed. It's going to be canon to the games.
Where was that? Well, I mean, it's
It was
obviously gonna be
in.
canon
It was
to the
in
game.
the. It was in like.
I'm
the,
not sure what he meant by that, like genuinely, because part of me thinks like because it is a multiverse story, like
Yeah.
that it could be in its own universe. I don't know. 'Cause
No,
I'm not,
no.
like-
I think it was on like the page where they like talked more about it. Like I think they
No,
did
they-
say something
no,
about
no.
it being in the game canon.
No.
I mean,
They did not say
everything.
that.
Every character's canon. I don't think they said modern Sonic. The game Sonic was going to be the main
Yeah, I'm not
character.
sure if it's gonna take place in like the same world as like Unleashed and Forces and all that shit. I really don't think so. I don't
think
know.
what they
Part of me
might
still
do.
believes-
I think they might do what IDW did and make it like where it takes place in like a version of the game
Nah.
universe. It's not canon,
All right.
but it's like in a universe very similar to the games.
My honest thought is that they're gonna make a completely new Sonic as the main character, and they're just going to go in different dimensions and see like the obvious stereotypes of Sonic. Like, oh, here's
Yeah,
Eye
it's gonna be
Patch
like
Sonic.
Pirate Sonic.
Yeah, Eye
Cyborg
Patch
Sonic.
Sonic, who's like
Yeah.
rough and tough.
Yeah,
you know?
like I
Killed
really
50 men.
Yeah, that's gonna be like a make or break for me. I really want like a Spider-Verse thing where like you get like not specifically different Sonics, but maybe Styx as a character, maybe like a different like character from a a different thing, maybe something like that. But that's not going to happen because I don't think Sega wants anything to do with Boom anymore.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, Boom's dead.
sucks.
Feels bad. Rest in peace, Big Red Button.
Yeah.
They didn't deserve it.
Yeah, but no, Big Red Button's still doing well. Actually, they've made some pretty nice VR games.
Yeah, but do you know how much better they could be doing if?
Although
Sega let
they
them
could be
work?
doing way better. Yeah.
They could be known as making a really good game for Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. You can't beat that.
Yeah, and then Sega mess them up. Do you want to move on to like the next topic that you have?
Yeah. So, all right, here we go. For the second movie, do you guys think it's gonna be good? Like, well, what's your honest thoughts?
That's a good
Do you
question.
think they're gonna drop the ball? I honestly don't. but-
Okay, I
say.
need to make sure. Oh, Ricardo, you go first.
No, I can't say because we have not seen a single bit of footage. We don't have a plot synopsis. We know that Sonic and Knuckles and Tails and Tom and Maddie and Eggman are going to be in it, and G.U.N., but we don't know anything about the story. We've heard like some, not even details, but like the writers saying the trailer's going to blow your mind, but we don't know if the movie's going to be good or not. And I hate that. I hate like the, oh, is this going to be good? Is this going to be bad? When you literally know nothing about it. That includes the game. Like, just wait. That's really it. Like, in terms of like, do you think it's gonna be good? Do you think it's gonna be bad? It's like you can't say because there's nothing to like base like that take off of.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going off my assumptions from the first movie, gaining my trust, as well as Jim Carrey. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Jim Carrey is gonna be it. Like, okay,
That
I
was
need to
very
make sure.
Jim Carrey.
Does Sega not
I
have
should.
any like? Does Sega not work on anything like what they did with the first one? Is it gonna be like? Are they gonna be?
Sega
Like,
has
the same?
zero. They have zero input, zero creative control. They cannot. They're not.
Okay, then I'm
they're, like,
optimistic. I'm optimistic. It'll
Yeah.
probably be at least pretty good.
But Jim Carrey though. Ooh. All right.
Jim Carrey will. Yeah. He's gonna be the best part of
If
the
you like
movie
him
again.
so much, Matt, why don't you marry him?
I will if I could. Jim Carrey, hit me up on Twitter. I'm dead ass, bro. I'll marry you. Okay. I may be underage, but actually, yeah. Just wait until I turn 18.
Matt's dad's gonna fucking break into his room and beat his ass right now.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna put on a calendar. As soon as I turn 18, I'm DMing Jim Carrey. All right. This is gonna
No,
happen.
Matt. That's when you can make a Tinder account. Try to find Jim Carrey on Tinder.
Yeah, I could. All right. So let's talk about something that we do know about the second Sonic movie, and that is Knuckles and his design. What's your guys' opinions? Mine is that. Whew,
It's
it's
fine.
pretty good.
He looks fine.
We
Perfect.
Yeah. We obviously don't know the actual design, but like, I just love how he looks strong, but he's not Boom Sonic.
From what we've seen, I think it's perfect. I think if you rip Knuckles out of the fucking games and put him into a movie, like that's perfect. That's what he
Yeah.
should look like. I think that's honestly that's like perfect. I like, come on, that's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Hold on, I just thought about something. So you know how Sega was originally gonna make a deal with Nike to have Knuckles have like the Nike stripe instead of like the crescent?
Do you think you're gonna have a puma on his
Not a Puma. Heck no. Yo, they need to make a deal with Nike. Just give him Nikes and give him like the Nike crescent. Do that. I would love that.
They're gonna be
I'm
advertising.
not sure if
two
they
different
could do
shoe
that
brands.
because they already have the deal with Puma. So do you think they're gonna change shoe companies? Do you think
they're gonna
like,
do
they'll
all
do
the shoe
Nike?
companies.
every movie? So like
Yeah.
next was gonna be like Adidas in movie 3.
Yeah, Shao's gonna have
That'd be funny.
Adidas.
Yeah.
Every
Yo,
Sonic
that'd be
character
good.
does
I
a
would-
different pair
Like
of
I
shoes.
do like off topic, but like with Shadow, I do remember seeing like this design for him that like instead of him using like Chaos Emeralds to warp, he uses the rings like in the actual game, and I think that's good. I think that'll be fun.
Interesting. So there has been some other Easter eggs. I forgot to say spoiler alert, but like, mean,
Oops.
yeah, whatever. But like, Gun and other Easter eggs like the mean bean machine or not. It didn't say Mean Bean Machine, but like the cafe.
Oh, like the Mean Bean. I love that. I really like that. I like
That's
Mean
cute.
Bean Machine. I think
Because it was like it was like a scrubbed Easter egg from like the first movie, and they're like, you know what? Let's put it in this movie, but on an even bigger scale. And I think that's like so. It's so cute. I love that.
Yeah, I like it too.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, wait. Check it.
It's a
Okay.
cool touch.
Alright. Yeah. And as for Gun, I hope it's good. It looks like they're going SA2 direction, is what everyone's saying on Twitter. But I don't think it's going to follow completely SA2's story. I don't think we're going to see Shadow
they
or
are not
anything
doing
like
that. If they were to do that, they would have to bring in Shadow, and they will not bring
Yeah.
Shadow. No, Matt, I am willing to bet on this right now. Shadow, no, keep this on here. Do not privatize this video, no matter what happens, because I want to keep this on public knowledge.
What if I just cut
Shadow
off the
will
video
not
right
be
as you
in
talk
Sonic Movie 2. Post-credit scenes don't count. He might be there, but he will not be a part of the main storyline.
Wow,
If he
you're
is,
making such a
if he
safe
is,
prediction,
I will put on a webcam, get on a stream, and lick Switch cartridges for an hour straight.
My guy, that's like the safest bet ever. You're like betting that Sally Acorn's coming back. It's not happening. But
Exactly.
actually, I want to talk about Shadow for a second. I have a main issue with Shadow coming in the third movie. It's like with my main issue is that with the second movie, I have Knuckles, and I do not know if this is going to be the case with the second movie. They might change it up because we don't know much about the second movie, but I'm going to assume that Knuckles is going to be Sonic's rival in a way. So,
dude,
if we have Shadow, is he just going to be another rival?
No, I think
don't know.
Knuckles is going to be like Sonic's friend by the end of everything. With like a little like like a little ha-ha, like I'm better than you, like a little competition, like a Captain America Iron Man dynamic, or like a Luke Skywalker Han Solo or something like that.
Yeah, but don't you think he would have a little bit of a rivalry, kind of like how he did in Sonic 3 Knuckles, where they kind of hated each other for the beginning of the game?
No, in the second movie they will. I like what Expo said. I don't think he's going to be a major role in the second film, but I do think there's a high chance that he's going to be like in the post-credit scene or like the very end of the movie.
I'm talking about Knuckles.
Not like
No, we're talking about Shadow.
No, I'm talking about Shadow, and I don't see like that whole dynamic of Sonic and Knuckles hating each other going on, and like until like the next film. I think they're gonna be friends, like with some friendly banter back and forth, and like like, oh, I'm better than you, like I'm better than you at basketball or whatever. I'm better than you at kissing your dad.
Wait.
And in the third movie, I think that could carry over, but they're not gonna hate each other. In the third film, like Shadow, they're not gonna be rivals. They're gonna fucking despise each other, because like Shadow will be like a terrorist. He's just gonna like want to cause havoc and shit. So
I mean,
I don't think Knuckles is going to be that type of character.
If what you're
I think
saying
Knuckles...
is true, that's probably going to cause some interesting debates in the Sonic fan base, because usually...
No, it won't, because Shadow will be based off him.
No, I'm talking.
Sonic
No, I'm
Adventure
talking
2.
about Knuckles. I'm talking about Knuckles.
Oh, Knuckles. No. What
supposed to be
Ricardo's
a
saying makes
rival,
sense.
though.
That is no, he's not. Matt, he's not. He's an ally to Sonic. Like,
Well, yeah, I
when was the
know.
last
He
time they really,
becomes
had a
an
rivalry.
ally, though.
The last time they had a rivalry was Sonic 3. That's
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Exactly, Sonic
Yeah.
3. When he meets
Or
Knuckles,
whenever,
they have a
he's tricked
rivalry,
by
and then they
Robotnik.
become friends. And then once he meets Shadow, they have a rivalry, and then they become friends. And then same thing happens with Silver and
Here's what they
Blaze.
do. Here's what they do, Matt. They kill off Shadow at the end of the third movie and never bring him back. That's the easy way to go.
I think you're
at it.
missing the point I'm trying to make. What
What is
I'm
the
trying to
point that
make
you're
is
trying to
like Knuckles. His story begins with being a rival as Sonic. So if they're gonna make this film and Knuckles is not the rival to Sonic, it's going to cause some, I guess, weird debates within the fandom and shit like that. Like, are we really gonna write Knuckles' character as not a rival to Sonic? Because that's truly how his character started out as. Yeah, he was even a rival in Sonic Adventure 1. He didn't really become friends until like Adventure 2.
I don't think it's just like in terms of character progression, I don't see that happening. they're already going to be fighting together, as we see, and like I don't feel like the movie will be like we still fucking hate each other, because that's not a satisfying conclusion to an arc. You can't do that, and that won't work in storytelling. That's just like how things work. Like they're not trying to adapt the games. They're not like trying to follow that mold, you know? They're taking aspects from the games, like characters and like organizations, and like, okay, how can we make this real world thing into something Sonic, you know? It's like, oh, instead of using the normal military, let's just call it GUN because that's a Sonic thing, and instead of using these stupid lizard creatures, let's just use echidnas. You know, that's the difference. And like, they're not adapting games. Like, this isn't Sonic 2 the movie, you know? This isn't like the next movie won't be Sonic 3 and Knuckles the movie, clearly, because Knuckles is in this movie. They're their own thing, adapting the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, and like, that's fine, you know? It's just gonna be its own thing, and that's why I love it.
I guess. I don't know, it'd be a little bit of a missed opportunity to have a friend agent ship.
From like what I'm scared about one thing. Like, I know Ricardo said that they are going to have a rivalry in the movie at the beginning, and I feel like that's true. But from what like is being filmed, it looks like they're like all three of them are like working together, and I don't know if that's like at the end. I don't understand why they would like record the end footage like at.
That's
like,
how movies are shot. They're all shot out of order.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Wait,
like,
so you agree
if
that...
If that wasn't the case, I would be terrified, because that means that Knuckles won't be tricked by Robotnik, and that will make me scream.
So you agree...
I don't think he will. I genuinely... Like, I don't think he will. I think Knuckles is going to have his own motives. Why does it need to? Why does it need to adapt the games? Why does it need to?
It doesn't have to, but that's just like... I don't feel like it's really Knuckles if he doesn't get tricked by Robotnik at least once. I don't know.
Well, I don't know about...
It's not necessary.
He doesn't need to get
It's not
tricked.
necessary, no, but I would just really like that.
Doesn't that make the character too incompetent? Like, if you think about it, in terms of from a character standpoint, doesn't that make him a little too incompetent to function on his own?
Well, yeah, but...
Well, I mean, like his character is like, he's an orphan, he doesn't have social interaction, then he sees Robotnik, and then like he just looks at the mural, and like he just puts two and two together, and that's just what he believes until like Sonic proves him wrong.
Well, okay, well, my point wasn't really about the trickery thing. It was just like they would start out as rivals at the beginning of the second movie and then become friends by the end of it. And I was kind of afraid that they were going to do the exact same thing with Shadow, because that's kind of what they did with the games. But either way, this debate's kind of going around in circles. So what other possible what other possible characters are coming in the second Sonic movie that you believe are coming soon? And
I think they are
none.
Okay,
that's it.
I kind of want to extend this to Sonic Movie 3 as well. Like, you can talk about...
Okay, so here's my prediction in Sonic Movie 2. At the least, I think they're just going to keep it at Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. At the most, I think they will have Metal Sonic as an aspect of the final battle. He'll be teased throughout the movie. And I think Shadow is a post-credit scene, at the most. And in the third film, I think Shadow will be the main antagonist. He will not be friends by him by the end. I do not think they're going to make Shadow a hero or anything like that. Even though I think they possibly should, but we'll see. Maybe like a hero that's like a villain that's like still a villain, but could like work towards stopping a greater evil, but is not going to be like Sonic's best friend by the end. They're going to be like kissing and stuff. And that's where I think they'll stop there at Shadow. I think Shadow's the furthest they'll go, and then I think 3 could possibly be like the last movie.
I could see that.
I'd want them to
like, maybe they do like a Robotnik spinoff or something.
I mean, maybe
I want them
spinoffs
to do more.
are cool.
I hope they do more. But if the third movie makes a lot of money, I'm sure they'll make more. Like, if Alvin and the Chipmunks can get 4 movies, I'm sure Sonic can get 4 movies too. But I don't know what other characters they can implement, because like people will be like, oh, but Silver.
Hold on, I just
Silver...
realized. You know what would be funny? What? if they make a fourth movie and they split it into two halves of like a TV special or something. That'll be hilarious.
Shut the fuck
I would love
up.
that. Sonic 4 Episode 1 and Sonic 4 Episode 2. I would love that.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
That would be a terrible.
Because,
that
like,
would be like a
fucking-
terrible. That would be a terrible business practice, but that would be hilarious.
That would remind us of that
Because
dog shit game.
Harry
they put out.
Potter. Harry Potter did that in fucking because it makes sense in movies
okay, but
too.
Harry
that
Potter
actually
got the clout and the balls and the dick to do it. So I mean, like, yeah, but Sonic, no.
fucking Twilight did it too. You know, like all these movies.
Wait,
did
did
that
they?
shit.
Sonic isn't
Has this
fucking
been done before?
Twilight or fucking Harry Potter. He's a blue hedgehog who like panders for children.
Right, you know, but it'd be funny.
I guess, haha. I hope after 3 movies they just end it off. Like, I mean, spin-offs, yeah, of course, but I'm a big believer in, you know, cut it when it's good so that it doesn't get old and stale and fucking dog shit. I just want it to end off where it's good, so it ends off on a high note.
But who do you guys think? Who do you think they're gonna add? Like in 2 at
for
least,
me-
in most.
Okay.
For
or
me,
3 at least
for
in most.
two, like you brought up Metal Sonic, I forgot about Metal. I don't know. Like, I feel like that Quill will do something. That Robotnik had, it'll do something. But like, from what we've seen, I don't know if it will be Metal
Because
Sonic.
in the first movie, I'm not sure if that necessarily means like, oh, new character, he will make something with this. It like was defined as like this unlimited energy power, and like, I don't think he could like that. I think is like to run a factory or to run like a ship or something. And like from the set photos, it looks like people are being like taken up by something, and like these giant fans are going that are blowing stuff, and maybe that he made just like a giant fucking spaceship. You know, like a giant, like egg carrier. Egg carrier. You think that might be a thing? Egg carrier?
No, we're not getting the egg carrier. I would love the egg carrier, but that's not gonna happen.
Okay,
I'm not sure. Giant fucking spaceship.
I'd
you
like
know?
it.
Yeah,
to see that character.
Like, I feel like at the most we will just get a Shadow post credits.
Alright, well,
That's it.
my predictions is for the second movie, we're just gonna have Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles with a like 1% chance of Amy, but I think I'm on Team Ricardo.
No,
here.
are you talking about the second movie? No, Amy.
Okay, well, I'm on Team Ricardo
We
here.
don't-
That Shadow is definitely probably going to be a post-credit scene, just to get people to
No
watch
doubt.
the third movie. But
No doubt.
for the third movie, I think they're going to have Shadow. I really doubt they would put Metal Sonic in the same movie as Shadow. That's kind of a like what, you
Yeah.
gotta have 2 fast.
I don't think
hedgehog
they would make.
rivals?
I don't think they would make Metal Sonic like a main antagonist. I think they'll just use him as like a big weapon
Yeah,
that like
Yeah,
I agree.
not a main
like
antagonist.
yeah.
no. He's
Okay.
never been like the only time he's been used as a main antagonist is like Sonic Heroes. That's it.
But like the thing is Amy is, you know, one of the main cast, but like if you're gonna put her in the movies, she's gotta have a purpose, and that's why I think if she's ever
Yeah.
going to come in the movies, she doesn't belong in the second movie.
That's why I think she will never be in the movies because Amy has never really served her purpose.
But well, actually, no.
Well,
That's
like
the thing.
adventure. I feel like she's good in like the adventure games.
I've talked about this earlier. She once had a good character before she was stereotype woman. That was like, it's kind of
Woman.
sexist. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. But during the adventure games and other interpretations of her character in other media like Sonic Mania Adventures, she has defining character traits like how she shows care for the unfortunate. And in the third movie, if they bring in Shadow, that's a perfect chance to bring in Amy because, you know, Shadow is unfortunate. Like
I
his
honestly
character's
think it's
built-
too
No,
much of-
Matt,
it's
listen.
too
If they're gonna do that, they're gonna have to bring in Shadow's backstory, which would mean that like Ricardo's thing would be screwed up, and Shadow would have to become a hero at the end. Like learn about his past.
So, I mean, okay, that's cool that Ricardo said that, but I mean, like, are they really just gonna take Shadow's character and make it a full-on villain with
Yeah,
empathetic
yeah. I don't
side?
know about that one, Chief.
zero
Yeah,
empathetic
we'll
side
see
on
about that.
Shadow?
I'm not sure about that one, Chief.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like I don't think they're going to be friends. I don't think they're going like I think he will be the antagonist. I think he will be causing like I think it'll be like very Winter Soldier-esque. And then like by the end like he's like, "Damn, I kind of feel bad for you, Sonic. We got to fucking stop this guy low key, but I still don't like you." And then they do their thing and they go separate ways, but they're like not buddies, you know? Like
Yeah,
like I
that's-
feel like the
that's
best thing they would do is like kill off Shadow.
I can agree with that, and that's a good
Would be the
reason
best
why
thing.
they could bring in Amy, because Shadow, you know, I'm gonna assume that if he has a backstory, it's probably not good, and he's probably had a lot of
why
unlucky,
is
unfortunate
Amy
things
necessary
happen
for
to him.
Shadow's story though?
Because she's a
Because
good,
like
she's a good character to show, like, care for somebody who's been, you know, shit on.
Right, but you can't bring in an entire like other character just to progress another
yeah, that's true.
character's
That's true.
story.
We could easily like legally change Tom's name to Thorndyke, make him and Maddie have a kid, and then they have a kid named Chris Thorndyke, and
Wait,
we
what?
could have him
I
bring.
don't think that's the same
bring
situation. What the
Shadow's
fuck are you
past
going on
back.
about?
No, oh Matt, have you not watched Sonic X?
I watched it a little bit as a kid, but no, I don't remember
No.
shit from it.
Yes, Ricardo, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to
Yeah.
have a character named Chris Thorndyke and replace Amy for like that one part for Sonic Adventure 2. Like what they did in Sonic
No, I
X.
see. This is the thing. It's everybody going right to the games. Like, oh, in order to have Shadow, you must have the scene where Amy convinces him to be a good person. Like, no, you don't
No, you
need
don't-
that.
you don't need
bringing
Amy
in
for
bringing in an entirely new character just to progress Shadow's like oh, do a good thing isn't gonna work. I think Sonic is fine enough to try to convince him. Like, Sonic can see the good in him and be like, look, we
Oh,
can.
yeah,
we can
you
do-
know what?
we have
That
to
actually
defeat
kind of works
Eggman.
for like the character that he has.
Yeah, and if Shadow has to die, Shadow has to die. Maybe that's just how things are, you know? But I don't think they need to, like, because you'll already have Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and then this other character, Shadow, and then maybe you still have to develop Tom and Maddie, whether you like it or not. And then you also have Eggman, who's the main antagonist of the movies. So it's like, you got so much shit to do. It's just like bringing in another, like, protagonist is just like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if, like,
Yeah.
and I think storytellers know that Amy, like, I think the writers and Paramount and Jeff Fowler would know Amy, it's not going to serve a purpose to the story at all, like, unless they fully change her character, like, completely.
I just want them to bring in Chris Thorndyke because I think it would be funny.
Yeah, I'd like for them to have a kid. That'd be cool.
You just make Tom and Maddie have a kid and just have them name him Chris. That would be so funny. I would
That'd be great.
love
That'd be
that.
funny.
Their kid is
That'd be
Sonic,
great.
though, bro.
What?
You don't think they want to reproduce though? Fucking Sonic.
That's probably going to be a random point that they throw in the movie at some point. Like, let's have children.
I think that'd be cool if like some point they like it's a little DVD bonus feature. It's like how to make like how Tom and Maddie made a baby or something. And
Like
Wait,
Tom
we're
and
gonna
Maddie.
see how they made the child?
like sure it might be like little NC-17 rated, but like
Imagine
Why
a
not?
kid trying to get that
Like, that's
extra
just,
Sonic lore.
like the actual theatrical movie is PG, and then like the DVD comes out and it's NC-17 just to put in that deleted scene.
No, that's
just this little DVD bonus feature.
Expo.
But no,
Would
they,
you
they need
break
to-
your
they need-
Christian values to see the extra Sonic lore?
No,
Extra Sonic
no,
lore.
that's
You
where-
wouldn't break
no,
your values
No,
for that?
man, that's where I crossed the line.
Dude,
That's where I
okay.
crossed the line.
Wait, no, hold up. The line is Sonic, alright? Alright, you can, have as many morals as you want. Like, whatever. You're not allowed to look at women, whatever. But, like, you should be allowed to cross any line to get Sonic stuff, alright? You gotta kill your parents for Sonic News, you do that.
Sonic's just watching in the corner.
I need to call Jeff Fowler and tell him to remove it from the DVD release.
We need to meet up with Jeff Fowler and be like, hey bro, we had this great idea for the sequel.
No!
Awesome idea.
No!
Call up James, call up Tika. I got a fucking idea for them.
No.
Our pitch for
No.
the Sonic movie porno.
No, if we're gonna do that, we need to put in the old design.
I see. Alright, well, so for our next topic, and I think Ricardo's going to be very passionate about this one. What's your guys' thoughts about the Sonic movie not being very reliant on Sonic lore?
Ooh.
I'm happy with that. I already stated this because like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sick
I
of
feel like that's a good thing.
I think the issue with Sonic X is that like it introduced the idea of like, hey, you could just adapt the games and make media out of it. And more Sonic fans just want to see that. They just want to see the games adapted because like when you have like no media like outside of games for so long and that's all you know, that's all you're gonna like reference and talk about, which is fine, but like people need to let this thing be its own thing, do something different. It's not going to be a video game, it's a freaking movie, and it just doesn't work like how a video game does or how a video game story does. The pacing is completely different. There are no breaks for gameplay in between. You have to create empathetic characters, you have to have character development, you have to have arcs, you have to have plot lines that intertwine and connect. It's so complex, and like there is lore. There is a lot of lore that's being built up with echidnas and Sonic's past, and like there's a lot of stuff and like backstory, and I'm sure this movie will dive a lot into that with fucking Knuckles being in it, and like go more into the echidnas and like Sonic's world and Tails and his backstory and like their dynamic. And if they do Shadow in the third movie, there's so much room for stuff. And it's just like we've only had one movie with like minimal external stuff from that, so it's just like, yeah, it's not going to be 30 years worth of lore like we have now in the games. It just came out like last year, so I think people need to be patient and also let it be its own thing and stop expecting like the Sonic movie to be the Sonic games, because I don't want to see an adaptation of Sonic. Like we already have those. Let this be its own thing.
I actually want to add more to that. So like you mentioned the echidnas and lore with that. So I mean, I like, yeah, what wasn't the owl's name? Longclaw or something like that?
Longclaw.
Yeah, Longclaw. Did she die though?
Yes.
I mean, like, the number.
No,
like,
no. If you
one of the number
listen,
one rules.
Matt, if you asked me about like 6 months ago if she really died, I would say no. But now I'm just gonna say yes.
Okay, but one of the
dead.
number one rules on television is if you do not see the character die, they're probably not dead.
Ooh.
I mean, it's happened multiple times, and I don't want to bring up any examples because
this isn't TV though, Matt. This is the
okay.
The
when
big
I say
screen.
TV, I mean like film, just period. All right. It's like it's everything, man.
Matt,
I mean,
do you really expect like to there just be a bunch of blood on the arrows like?
No, okay. Well, no, I don't expect that necessarily. And honestly, I don't know what purpose she would serve unless she's like a part of unless the clan kind of took her in. Like say Sonic works his hardest, I don't know, to take down this clan, and then they find out that they're like worshipping her and she's like the cult leader or some shit.
The cult leader, dude.
Yeah, it's BNA
2. Like it's freaking BNA 2.
Yeah, it's a cliche where like, they just took her in, now she's the cult leader, and it's like it's supposed to be the twist of the movie. Sonic goes in.
Dude, that's literally BNA. Oh, I would hate that. Oh,
it's a cliche.
I would.
Which makes me think
that would tick me off so much. I'll be so upset at that.
All right. Well, something else I wanted to ask you guys. Do you think Jim Carrey is going to stay after this film?
No.
Yes.
Well, actually, that depends.
Ooh.
That depends on how he's like. How Robotnik is like handled in this movie.
Okay, so
because,
first, I want to hear Ricardo's reasoning. Go ahead.
All right, so I know this goes to like everybody's heads, like Jim doesn't do sequels. Bullshit. Yes, he does.
Yeah,
in fact,
he does.
They're doing Ace Ventura 3, like, and he's Ace Ventura, obviously. They're making a third Ace Ventura, and he's already doing the second Sonic movie, so clearly he's open for that.
And
he knows
he
that
also
there's
did
a
Dumb
bigger
and Dumber
arc.
2, right?
Yeah, he did Dumb and Dumber 2, he did Ace Ventura 2, he's done other sequels, and he's already doing this movie, and he knows there's a larger arc, and I'm sure Eggman will go further in the third movie. I'm sure they're purposefully not finishing up his story and tying it up in a bow, or fully getting to like what his character is because they want him to stick around. They want this character to continue to develop. And as an artist that Jim Carrey is, I'm sure he wants to continue and he wants to finish that story arc and he wants to see where it goes and he wants to do the best to make that character what it is. And that's why I think he'll stick around. I don't think he cares about like, oh, this will ruin my he made Dumb and Dumber 2. Like, you know.
Well, hold on, I've never seen Dumb and Dumber 2. Is it a bad movie?
It's really, really bad. It's bad.
It's cringe. It's cringe.
It's bad. It's
I know, like,
really
I heard
bad.
that, I know that, like, the first Dumb and Dumber is
It's
good,
like,
but,
it's one of those films that you watch with your friends when, like, you won't watch a movie that's so bad that it's good, you know?
That's
Oh,
like a high
yeah.
movie. That's like when you're high, like 1 a.m. with your bros, like eating fucking like
Yeah,
Buffalo Wild
like,
Wings.
you just like
Yeah.
you just got done smoking, smoking with your friends, and then like your mom brings home pizza, and you just watch Dumb and Dumber 2.
No, it's like 1 a.m. type shit. It's not even like
1
that's
in
not
the
high
morning?
type.
Wait, yeah, your mom bringing home pizza at 1 a.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like that's like the
Make
fucking
it more
like,
realistic.
you get like
The
chi-
pizza's Little Caesars.
you get chicken wings out of like your fucking refrigerator and like you don't even heat them up. Like you just grab ranch dressing and shit.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
And it's on like fucking Spike TV or some trashy ass.
Some
like,
dude's eating fucking
network.
Fruit Loops straight from the like
Amazon
box.
Prime Video.
He's licking. They're so hungry because they got the munchies, so they're just fucking like licking the tubes of ranch dressing to get all the drops out
Yes,
because they're
yes.
scared to ask if they can go to your fridge. You know.
This sounds very specific.
I like making it detailed.
Yeah. All right. Me honestly, I think hopefully you'll stick for the 3 movies because hopefully they don't get the idea that Shao can carry their own movie. I mean, obviously, I think Jim Carrey's awesome, and him being in these films make it a lot better. And if he was to say dip out, I personally would still watch the movies, but I could understand why someone would say, yeah, I'm not going to watch the 3rd movie because Jim Carrey's not there. Because there is a lot of people who think that way, and there might be a lot more parents who are like, nah, never mind, Jim Carrey, there's no redeeming qualities. I'm not taking my kid to watch this film. So, yeah, I hopefully he stays. Well, what do you have to say, Expo?
What was the like? Are we still talking about like Jim Carrey and Robotnik?
Yeah. Jim Carrey, is he gonna be in the movie,
Ooh.
and do you want him to be in the movie?
Like the 3rd movie, it depends on how they write him in the 2nd one. If they make it to where like he's like you've pretty much taken him as far as he can go, and now he's just pretty much just the standard villain, I feel like at that point Jim won't come back. But if they do it specifically like what Ricardo was saying, to like not make it like tied into like a nice little bow, and like make it to where like he could still like grow from that, then I'm sure Jim might come back.
Okay. Something else I want to add is like, I kind of want to see a spin-off just completely based on Eggman, because I fucking love Eggman, and I love the idea of his backstory. I just want to see an Eggman backstory. I want to see a whole
Sega has
ass
to approve,
film
like-
about Eggman. No, Sega don't have to improve. Like,
No.
approve shit.
No. Would Sega have to approve like the idea
Fuck
of an
no.
Eggman backstory?
Because, dude, Sonic has
Of
an
a-
origin
like-
story in the first movie.
I know, but like that's like part of a larger Sonic the Hedgehog movie. But this is just a flat out Eggman origin story, how he came to be, like, and that's what the movie is all about. Would Sega have to approve that?
Man, fuck Sega. I love you, Sega.
All my homies hate Sega.
But like, dang. I don't know if they have to approve it, but point is that Eggman is fucking awesome, and all I want to see is a huge fucking film where we get all Eggman and his like backstory and everything that his character is about. I want to go very in depth about this character and see why he is the way he is and his motives and shit so fucking badly, because Eggman is awesome. And that's pretty much my thoughts. Alright.
Okay.
So we're gonna finish this off with a special topic that Xbull told me to put in for some fucking reason. Arby's milkshakes.
They're stupid. Why?
I didn't even know they had milkshakes.
I didn't
Me
either.
neither.
Until like my dad came home, he was like, "Hey, I got some stuff from Arby's. I got you a milkshake." I thought, oh, that's cool. And I brought it up. Ricardo was streaming. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try the Arby's milkshake for the first time. I drink it. I think this is mediocre. I just like drink it like sometimes while Ricardo is streaming. And then it gets to the point to like there are like bubbles on the top of the milk.
What the fuck?
Bubbles. I know.
What
like
kind
there's
of
like
shit is
bubbles
this?
on like the side instead of it being like the cream coming down, it's just bubbles. And like I start drinking it a bit more, and it's like, you know, whenever you like go to Sonic and you get the slushies and like you drink one specific part, so now it like just feels dry there to where now you need to move the straw. You're like, oh,
I know.
The other side. It does that. Why does it do that?
It's a fucking milkshake. What?
Why? It's a milkshake. Why?
Okay.
Like,
I mean, I didn't even know Arby's had a fucking milkshake, but now it makes me not want to fucking get one. What the fuck?
Why?
You shouldn't have anything
like
from Arby's.
this is the first time this is the first time that I unironically thought that something could possibly be semen. Whenever I say that, that's a joke. But this time I believed it for like a second.
Arby sounds like a disease you get from like getting bit by an animal.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like a disease.
I don't know.
Well, that was a good note to end on.
Yeah, that is a good note to end on. Man,
that's a good note to end on.
Arby's.
All my homies hate Arby's.
Shake got some good shakes though. I mean, like, it's pretty good.
Stop. They got some good fries.
You know, White Castle has milkshakes as well.
Everywhere has milkshakes.
Yeah, I know. Like, I tried a chocolate milkshake from White Castle. It was like, it was good, but like, you know.
Have you guys ever been to Cookout? Do you guys have Cookout?
What the fuck is it? Like a cookout? Like you go out with your white
Cookout. I've never been to
Cookout. Like,
if you ever go to Cookout and get a milkshake, it's like cement. You can't drink that shit out of a straw.
Actually, that reminds me. I also had a Sonic milkshake a while ago.
A Sonic fucking milkshake. And he's muted. Okay. All right. Well,
His mom came in to tell him he's being too loud.
No, my brother came in trying to get the phone charger, even though it's not in here. The Sonic milkshake is like, dude, like it is literally like you said, Ricardo. It's like cement. I put that thing in the cup, I drink it, it doesn't come out. I can't get it. It just feels like I'm like.
Yeah, dude. I know what you're talking about. You're like, okay, this is gonna sound weird out of context, but you're just sucking. You're fucking sucking that shit. Trying to get that shit, but it ain't coming. You know?
It's not coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, you're sucking the fucking.
You have to wait
out of that
for
thing.
to melt more. Why? Why? That is dumb.
Yeah, what the fuck? And White Castle milkshakes, they're good, but like, you know when you're drinking or eating something and after a while it gets like slowly more and more sour to the point where you don't even want to take it anymore? Like, it's fucking White Castle milkshake. Fuck that shit. Alright.
Like the best milkshakes I've ever had are at Chick-fil-A, and I will never go to any other place for milkshakes.
Oh, that's facts though. They do have the best milkshakes.
They do.
I gotta go Chick-fil-A for a milkshake now.
You do. Like just get the middle of the night. Like, oh wait, Matt, do you have your driver's permit?
Hell no.
Oh, then never mind. I was about to say, just like grab your dad, put him in the car, and he's like, "All right, we're going to Chick-fil-A."
Grab my dad. All right.
Just put him in the car while he's sleeping, and then you just wake him up and he's like, "Dad, we're going to Chick-fil-A to get a milkshake."
Nah, he'd ask about why we're getting fucking expensive food.
Yeah.
Alright, well anyways guys, that was Arby's milkshake. This was the end. Check out all the YouTube channels, Masno Cuts, Speed Supersonic, and Xpool in the links down below. Hope you guys
put
enjoyed.
them on like the end card or something?
I don't know. I'm put the description. It's gonna be featured in the tags in the title. Alright?
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm all good.
Alright. Well, that's the end of the video, guys. See ya.